is the 18-inch corded electric WORX chainsaw. It comes in a 16-inch version, which just means the bar is 2 inches shorter here. I probably shouldn't be touching it because it's plugged in. But if you're asking yourself, should I buy an electric one chainsaw or should I buy a gas one? Quick answer is you should buy an electric one if you're watching this video debating it. But a little bit more detailed, you're gonna be cutting stuff like 1 day a year to maybe like 7 full days, and you're close to an outlet within like maybe 100 feet of an outlet. Buy the electric chainsaw. It's like a no-brainer for me. I've been switching over to electric stuff for other hand tools, but it's just far more convenient. There's no maintenance, relatively no maintenance compared to an internal combustion engine. There's no oil, you don't got to worry about gas, you don't got to worry about mixing them, you don't got to worry about the filters, spark plugs, any of that. You just grab it and go. It's always ready. Just plug it in, it will go. And also helps if you live in the kind of a suburban area like I do with the neighbors. I mean, you know, screw it, who cares what they think, but you know, it's cool to be a good neighbor. It comes back paid off. But so this is a 15 amp. Evidently the bar goes, or the chain goes 12 meters a second. I know everybody's really concerned with that. The chain gauge, actually a little bit more important, is 0.05 inch. It's pretty light. I would say it's much more lighter than the equivalent size of a gas chainsaw. This one is about 11 pounds. I could handle it no problem. I can't imagine anyone wouldn't be able to handle it. You might get fatigued a little bit quicker, but that's really not even something you need to consider if you're gonna be working with a chainsaw. If you can't pick up a chainsaw, like with one hand, don't even pick one up. Some of the functions on this, has an auto chain brake. This is a position you have it on to make it go. About how loud it is, and if you have it going, this kicks, stops. So that's pretty cool. I actually haven't had to use it because it kicks back. I can't even tell you one time it's kicked back. Maybe I just have good technique, I don't know. But has an auto brake for safety. If it kicks back, that's the theory, it will happen. It'll automatically break the chain. Has an automatic oiler. I think most chainsaws have that, but it's handy because all chainsaws need oil to go around the bar and chain to make it nice and lubricated. So it has an automatic oiler, and also has an automatic chain tensioner here. So instead of having to pull this and awkwardly tighten some screws down, you get used to it, but it's just really handy to have an automatic chain tensioner. If I've only had to kind of hold it once, and the 2 times the chains come off, and both times it was pretty much my fault. But about a few things I don't like about this, well, the only thing I don't like about it, it's a great product, go buy it, it's awesome, is the placement of the oil filler cap. I don't have about average sized hands, I'm only about 5'10", and it's like, it's hard to get a good angle at this because your knuckles end up hitting this. So it works. If you just move this like half an inch this way, it's like it'd be 10 times better. I've never actually used it. I usually just kind of fill up whenever I need to, but it has a little window here. You can see how much you have in there. See, I'm about halfway filled up. Take this off. Take a look at the auto chain tensioner. You have to twist it down pretty good to get it tight. Looks like I need to clean it up. Been using it. It's a pretty simple mechanism. This part, I should probably unplug it. Yeah, it's really simple to put on. Slide everything on, and there it goes. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Boom. It's that easy. Cool. A little thing over here is it has a little pigtail thing that you could slide your extension cord in, so when you yank it doesn't unplug itself, which is pretty nice actually. I didn't think I was going to use it, but I did. Oh, another thing I don't like, completely minor, you might as well ignore this, but the bar cover, the tip of it came like this. It's kind of pinched in, so sometimes it's a little awkward to put on. Who cares about that though? Not a big deal. As you can see, it's cuts. I'll show some video, but it cuts all these logs here. This bad boy did it. I've only had to I don't even know if I had to sharpen it, but I only sharpened the blade or the chain once. Linus, get over here. And it's a beast. What can I say? Totally worth it. If you don't have one and you're thinking about like renting one for a big job, don't do that. This only costs like, I think it's like $100, $80, something like that. That's about how much it costs to run a chainsaw for a day. So even if this thing broke after 2 days, I wouldn't care because I would have got my money back already. So, you know, stuff like this pays itself off quickly. So that's it. Go buy it if you're thinking about getting it. I'm sure there's equivalent ones just like it, but this one I could vouch. I would buy it 100 times over. Whew. All right, so cut through that pretty well. Whew. Takes it out of you. A lot more of this to do. This is all eventually going to be grass. Once I clear out these, I'll do all sorts of shit, but eventually